Okay, getting you today's video. We are going to start discussing some of the possible symptoms that you could be experiencing when working with Kundalini energy, and I don't want you to discount any sensations you're having during this whole process, this whole 8-week process, and even carrying on after that. So I am about to post the symptoms and treatment page, document, but let me talk about it a little bit, because there are many things. In fact, all the things that you're feeling in your body could be Kundalini symptoms. That's kind of like where we're at territory-wise with how this energy is affecting us. So anything from emotional distress or even feelings of extreme joy or bliss, to depression, to anxiety, to sadness, to overwhelm, all the emotional stuff, to the physical stuff, including mental fogginess, fatigue, heart palpitations, nervous system stuff, funny elimination stuff happening, throat stuff, voice shifting, all kinds of things can be indications, numbness on the left side, that the Kundalini is clearing stuff out. It is actually transforming your body at a very molecular level. And so as we start to shift our understanding of what's happening and begin to support ourselves from an energetic level, from the level of consciousness, what does consciousness need to come into this vessel more? Maybe it needs me to get out of the way more. It needs to it needs me to pay attention to the areas of my body that are distressed or uncomfortable, and support them in the most nourishing and healthy way possible. Surrounding myself with positivity, putting myself in nature often as a nurturing thing, changing my thinking so I'm not thinking in a disease or dis-ease module, but I'm thinking in an evolutionary module. So all the things, if we can switch our interpretation of them, our like instant diagnosis in our mind, to a spiritual conversation and language, then we can begin to understand how to make this shift as smoothly as possible. And I'm hearing many of you that contact me talking about, no, this is not just a Kundalini awakening, I'm having all these physical symptoms. And I'm saying, hey, this is not just an anything. Like, if anything, this is like the biggest thing that could happen to you, to your body, to your emotions, to everything. And it is not to be taken lightly, it is not to be discounted, and it is not to put under or back burner behind some so-called medical or physical interpretation of what's going on. What I'm saying is that a Kundalini awakening and a Kundalini fluctuation adjustment experience is the peak of what our human experience has been thus far. And therefore it's going to push us in all of our systems the most. And what I'm saying is to look at this as the underlying cause rather than just like a physical shutdown or something not working right, okay? This conversation needs to go in the direction of, okay, what we're working with is a humongous shift in consciousness, an evolutionary leap, and we need to translate what we've been told could be what's going on in my body, mind, to this understanding. And then how do we nourish from that perspective, okay? Now, I recommend various supplements like Ormus Gold that supports consciousness. However, I don't necessarily ask you to use that kind of thing if you're struggling with the depression part of awakening, because it will perpetuate a state of mind and will draw that into further manifestation. So when you're in a good spot, it's a good thing to support